Alright, what's up people of the internet? This episode just started and we kinda get some Mikan Junko interaction. You know, at this point, I'm guessing it's normal for Junko and Mikan just to be in his room like that. At some point, Junko actually made a good point that I saw. She says something like she likes putting things together and then seeing the chaos of it being destroyed. Something like that. She didn't say those exact words, but it was something like that. And I actually agree with her. I mean, come on. When you were a kid, we all loved building Lego towers and stuff. But then the best part of it was just knocking it all over, just destroying it. Don't you just love seeing something build up and then seeing it be destroyed? I don't know, it's just, isn't it like a thing that all humans have? Just that one sensation we all keep bottled up? Some of us don't even want to admit it, but it's there. It's there. Oh, and I also want to mention that Mikan had some pictures with her, and they were all photos that we already seen. They're all the pictures we see in the ending credits of the Despair arc of all the 77th class, you know, having a good time. Great, first thing we see after the opening is all our favorite unnamed characters being killed again. Wait, actually I think they were named. I think I've seen this somewhere on Tumblr that a Wikipedia page has all their names, but we don't know whose names is who. Well, I think we know two people's names. Well, whose name goes to who, and that's, I think one of them was Soshin and the other one was the girl with the glasses. Whatever. Oh, and may I say something about what I said last part. I said that Soshin got killed by a chainsaw. After some time of research, I was wrong, and it was actually somebody else's head who was right there. Soshin is actually still alive. You know, the guy who survived at the end, who we thought his head got chainsawed, but actually it didn't. So I'm guessing we're starting off from where we were last episode, where all the students were in front of the new Host Peak Academy building, and, you know, well, yeah, the reserve course students are in front of the new building. I'm guessing they're trying to get their money back, or they're fighting because, you know, they're giving money to the school, but I guess they don't have they don't have as much money as, you know, they're being told to give. I'm guessing these guys are higher ups or teachers or whatever, but there's these guys in the same room as Chisa, and they're talking about, you know, what happened with all the students, all the student council's members that got killed or killed themselves. We go back to Ryota, and he mentions that Mikan's behavior around Junko is a little strange. As Ryota was looking through his computer, he finds a strange file there. He hesitates to click it, but he goes on and looks at what was in it. And what does Ryota find in the file? A video which holds a recording of all the student council members killing themselves, as well as Izuru Kamakura on the side there. And Ryota barfs. Ryota turns around after saying that it's not CG or some type of special animation and sees Mikan's creepy face. Mikan explains the video to Ryota, kinda, while giving us some fan service at the same time. I mean, I don't mind. And we go back to the front gate. Okay, so now I see what the reserve course students are fighting. Basically, they want equal rights. We see some students actually trying to climb over the gate, but Sakakura is there and he's beating them all up. I'm guessing to the point he gets jumped. I mean, he's a good fighter, but I doubt he can guard himself from thousands, maybe millions of students. Let's say thousands. Are my eyes deceiving me? This can't be. One of my favorite Danganronpa characters have appeared. Matsuda Yasuke. Yasuke Matsuda from Danganronpa 0, one of my favorite Danganronpa characters, is finally in the show. I knew it was gonna come. I predicted this. I said this at some point. I said he's gonna come. Danganronpa 0 is gonna be here in 1 or 2 episodes. We all seen it coming, but here it is. My favorite boy. He's finally here. My eyes just, I can't. I'm gonna have a heart attack. He doesn't do anything. He just stands there, but just seeing him just fills me with hope. We go to the 77th class, and of course they're still worried about what's going on, in front of the gates. At some point, Nekomaru mentions that Mikan hasn't been to school for a while. I'm amazed that the reserve corps students are even still in the school after so much money being asked of them. It's like, from what I'm seeing, it seems like it's worse than college. I mean, in college, you don't see students every year, raiding the school offices and stuff because, we have to pay college tuition now. Like, huh? Chiaki goes up to Chisa and asks her about Hajime. She wants to know if he's in the protest or not. Again, little does she know. But then again, nobody knows except for Junko and Mukuro, and I think that's it, really. Who knows about Izuru right now? Anyways, we go back to Mikan and Ryota, and Mikan's getting really close and personal. And then Junko Chun-Li kicks the crap out of Mikan. And then we learn Mikan is a masochist. That's nice. Well, we get to actually finally see she's a masochist. I think we already know she is one. So Ryota finally puts the puzzle together inside his head and says, hey, you really are the one that put Sumiki, who made Sumiki crazy like this, or something like that. He says something like that. Hey, we get to see another one of Junko's personalities. She turns to that teacher-like personality. So Junko explains her plan to Ryota, and he tries to run away. But Mikan grabs his leg. Thanks, Mikan. Ryota asks what she's going to do with him, and isn't it obvious? Well, what she's going to do with the brainwashing or whatever. He asks what she's going to do with the video or whatever, and it's like, dude, isn't that obvious? She's going to brainwash everyone into despair. Ryota wants to escape because, he doesn't want to do this. And so Ryota was forced because, well, one, how is he going to escape Junko and Mukuro, who is also there? And Junko also threatened to put Ryota's class, the 77th class, in the next mutual killing game. Well, we should all know that the next killing game is going to be the 78th class, but I mean, they're going to be in the killing game anyway. Which actually makes me think, why was the ultimate imposter impersonating Byakuya Togami in Danganronpa 2 and not Ryota? But anyway, speaking of the 77th class, we go back and they're actually really worried about Mikan, to the point where I think it was Fuyuhiko. He said he sent someone to Mikan's house and there was no signs of her even being there either. Oh yeah, and this is a little thing I like to mention. Gundam has 12 Zodiac generals. I'm guessing the 4 Dark Devas of Destruction had multiplied. That or there were more than what we knew. Hey fans, guess who's back? Komeda. His hair is wet, and nobody cares he's back. Freaking Komeda and his stupid luck. So everyone's still worried about Mikan, and he walks in and says, hey, I actually saw Mikan in the West District of the building. Ultimate Imposter almost blew his cover when when Komeda mentioned that, and Ultimate Imposter got angry, gripped up Komeda, and said, are you sure it's on the west side? So I'm guessing Ultimate Imposter really does care about Mikan in a way. And so the entire class goes to the West District. Not before Komeda has something slick to say to Peko Pekoyama of all people. We go to Chisa and she finds out that her entire class is gone to look for Mikan. And then we go to Sakakura. We're jumping around a lot, but hey, we're getting something. Mudakata appears out of nowhere, saying he's going to help with everything that's going on in the front gates. Alright, so we go back to the 77th class, and we see them searching around the entire building, searching for Mikan. I'm guessing it's the entire building. And here's something hilarious. In the rain, Nekomaru needs 2 umbrellas. I also find this adorable. When Akane got hungry, not Nekomaru, but she mentions that, hey, is Sumiki in the cafeteria? Nekomaru mentions that, hey, that's where you'd be. She makes a really adorable, sad face, and Nekomaru says, well, maybe we can check the cafeteria. And I find that really adorable. But you want to know what I also find adorable? The investigation squad. You know, Hajime, Chiaki, Komeda, those three. Well, we get some of it. What I mean is we see Chiaki and Komeda together. Those two come across the Izuru Kamakura statue. Well, not Ultimate Hope Izuru Kamakura, I mean founder of the school Izuru Kamakura statue. And with Komeda's weird luck, he found 2 secret switches that led to an underground stairway. And so the two go down the stairs, of course. I mean, who would? And then Komeda starts rambling on about some truthful stuff. Chiaki asks about why would, there be a secret passage like this near the school, in the school grounds. Jeez. Komeda starts rambling on about, again, some truthful things about how, there might be, doing experiments down here. Human experiments. Izuru Kamakura experiences. Wait, experiments. Oops. And who do Komeda and Chiaki come across? Well, first let's say they walked in Ryota's room. The real Ryota, not the other one. The real Ryota Mitarai. First thing Chiaki notices is he's skinny. Another thing is, well, the jig is up. Ryota, of course, starts freaking out. And to make things worse, Junko walks in. And of course, Komeda being Komeda, always has to say something. Junko asks why, outsiders even know of this place, and Komeda says, well, it's just by chance. Then Komeda rambles on how, of course, he has to ramble on about how he has the super high school level luck. And then we see somehow, Komeda knew about Mukuro? That's why he got Peko when everyone was leaving the class. So yeah, I'm guessing Komeda knows a lot more than what we thought. Oh, I didn't see that coming. Apparently inside of Peko's bamboo blade is an actual blade. She has a sword. Huh. Mukuro asks Peko that I'm guessing you've killed before. Peko, retorted back with, I can ask the same to you. And what's a Komeda without Komeda talking about hope? Walks up to Junko talking about how hope is a wonderful thing and, to protect hope he'll do anything. Okay, Junko asks, well, she didn't ask, she just, she didn't ask anything. I don't know why I just said that. So Junko turns and says, haha, you really think your hope can defeat despair? Or yeah, she says something like that. And then Komeda did something wild. Komeda busts out a gun. What? That's so random. What? Yeah, Nagito Komaeda. He just got a gun. Said it was something he found in a distant country, something like that. Said he brought it back as a souvenir. Where did he get a gun? Where was he? Of course, Chiaki, who, yeah, is still there. She tells Komeda that, killing is wrong. Where'd you get a gun from? But yes, I do agree with Komeda. She said that killing is wrong. This is Junko Enoshima. I would kill her on sight if I had a gun. So I'm guessing that Komeda also knows that her true talent is ultimate despair, because he says that killing her would just be, because he says despair is a stepping stone for hope, and he said killing her will be a stepping stone. Well, he said would it be enough to be a stepping stone, but while Komeda's rambling on about hope and stuff, we go to Chiaki and see someone's foot walk up behind Chiaki. Who the heck is that? And I'm guessing Komeda has spider senses because he knew Izuru Kamakura was behind him and he pointed the gun towards him. And then Izuru, I don't know what he did. I guess he used Zawarudo and he, I guess at super high speeds, went past Komeda, grabbed his gun, pointed the gun at Komeda, and shot Komeda. All in like a millisecond. Yeah, of course, Komeda didn't get killed because he's that lucky. The bullet hit his student handbook, which I didn't know was in this series. I thought that was like a Trigger Happy Havoc thing, or just a game thing. But in actuality, that's an actual Whole Speak Academy thing to have a student handbook, huh? Didn't see one of those yet. Komeda looks down on Chiaki. Well, not Komeda, I mean Izuru Kamakura. Izuru Kamakura looks down on Chiaki and says, huh, he does have good luck. We go to Chisa, who's still outside, and I'm guessing he joined the fray of looking for Mikan. Ryota, the real Ryota Mitarai, bumps into Chisa. Oops. And she said the same thing that Chiaki said. She said, "Oh, Ryota, did you lose weight?" So Chisa learns where Ryota tells Chisa where everyone is. You know, Komeda, Chiaki, and everyone that's down there. And she runs toward. I swear to Christ, if I found out Izuru Kamakura killed Chiaki, that'd be the worst thing. Because that's basically saying Hajime killed her. And I couldn't imagine Hajime doing that. Okay, so we actually go back underground after the ending credits and we see that Chiaki somehow knows that Izuru Kamakura is Hajime. That or it's just intuition. Or whatever the word is for the situation. But I think this episode satisfied me enough. Saw one of my favorite characters, Matsuda Yasuke. Got enough of him. No, I didn't get enough of him. All we saw was him just standing there. We saw Izuru Kamakura shoot. We saw Izuru Kamakura shoot Komeda. We saw Nekomaru and Akane be adorable. And we saw Mukuro and Peko fight. Some good stuff, man. Some good stuff. But that was it for this episode. I will see you all in the next one. See you.